And despite the absence of frontrunner Donald Trump in tonight's debate, there were still plenty of fiery exchanges. Pundits believe most Republicans have already made up their minds. And while independent voters will not be deciding who will be the party's candidate, they will decide who ends up in the White House. With that in mind, we brought in two independent voters, Rex Leatham and Jill Casale, to watch the debate and tell us what they thought when it was over.
And you know,
Bowen
you
came off of it, but you've been pushing this
lie.
You've been pushing this lie all week,
you want
Nikki.
to go and defund.
Rex and Jill, this was supposed to be a debate where a candidate was going to break out of the pack. Did you see anybody do that tonight? And we'll start with Rex.
I thought Nikki Haley did.
I agree. She actually stood out for me as well. It's funny that we both agreed on that.
It seemed that there was a lot of fire aimed at Vivek Ramaswamy. Did he have an impact?
He was quite annoying and very egotistical. So yes, I will like to stay away from him.
My word is obnoxious as opposed to annoying. But to me, he sounded like he was running for vice president.
Rex, neither one of you have mentioned Ron DeSantis, and he is the number two, really, in this race. What did you think of his performance?
He had trouble answering every question that came his way. Outside of Florida, I just don't see him getting much traction.
Yeah, agreed.
Personally.
Yeah, he deflected almost every single question and just tried to go back on his singular agenda, and that's just not what was needed tonight.
Okay, the big Republican elephant in the room who wasn't there was Donald Trump. Do you think it was a good move that he didn't show up, or a bad one?
It was a great move. It was, if Trump would have been there, we wouldn't have heard much from anybody else.
So, did it change your mind at all tonight? Where are you at this point?
None of them impressed me enough to say that's who I'm going to vote for president. Not yet.
Pretty much the same. I was impressed when Nikki Haley said that we have to be honest about the prior administration. If I had to pick, if I was forced to vote for somebody in that crew, it would probably be her or Chris Christie. But I'm not swayed so far.
To raise the debt.